In the shadows of a world torn by conflict, the notorious Kellum Rex had been locked in a bitter war with the legendary Aura-16, a group of powerful warriors who had long stood against his tyranny. For years, they clashed in epic battles that shook the very foundations of their realm. But everything changed on that fateful night. Agiate, one of the most skilled members of the Aura-16, was on a solo reconnaissance mission when disaster struck. Through a carefully orchestrated trap, Kellum Rex's forces managed to capture him. The news sent shockwaves through the ranks of the Aura-16. Days turned into weeks as Kellum Rex subjected Agiate to dark and twisted magic, slowly corrupting his mind and turning him against everything he once held dear. The process was excruciating, but Kellum Rex showed no mercy, determined to transform one of his greatest enemies into his most powerful weapon. When the Aura-16 finally discovered Agiate's location and launched a rescue mission, their hearts sank at what they found. Their friend, their brother-in-arms, stood before them with empty eyes and a cold demeanor. The warmth and loyalty that once defined him had been replaced by an unwavering allegiance to Kellum Rex. The situation reached its climax in an emotional confrontation. The Aura-16 found themselves in the unthinkable position of having to fight one of their own. The battle was intense, with Agiate displaying frightening new powers granted by Kellum Rex's dark influence. Yet, the Aura-16 refused to give up on their friend. As the fight raged on, they didn't just attack with their weapons. They fought with their words, their memories, desperately trying to reach the real Agiate trapped within. They reminded him of their shared battles, their victories, their losses, and the unbreakable bond they had formed. Finally, in a moment that seemed to freeze time itself, something broke through. A familiar glimmer appeared in Agiate's eyes as memories flooded back, memories of friendship, loyalty, and purpose. The dark spell began to crack, and with one final surge of willpower, Agiate broke free from Kellum Rex's control. The reunion was bittersweet, marked by both joy and the weight of what had transpired. Though Agiate was free, the experience left deep scars that would take time to heal. But he was back with his true family, the Aura-16, and together, they stood stronger than ever, ready to continue their fight against Kellum Rex's tyranny. This chapter of their war had ended, but their story was far from over. The bond between the Aura-16 had been tested in fire and emerged even stronger, proving that true loyalty can overcome even the darkest of magic.